Welcome to this week's Ironhorse Report. I'm Specialist Daniel Turner. This week we'll take you inside the Ottomia Sports Club and we'll bring you the moment of valor. But first, Staff Sergeant Vince Stevens tells us how the Raider Brigade Commander, Colonel Ted Martin, had an opportunity to talk with the Pentagon Channel.
Good morning, my name is Colonel Ted Martin and I've got the best job in the Army. I command the 1st Brigade Combat Team of the 4th Infantry Division from Fort Hood, Texas. We're known as the Raider Brigade. The Raider Brigade is composed of more than 4,000 soldiers. My area of responsibility is the Rashid District. The Rashid District comprises the southern quadrant of Baghdad and is composed of a large and diverse population.
Colonel Ted Martin, commander of the 1st Brigade Combat Team of the 4th Infantry Division, talked to the Pentagon Press Corps recently. Colonel Martin spoke about the brigade's accomplishments over the past few months in Baghdad's Rashid District.
When we arrived, we averaged 5 attacks per day in the Rashid District. By July, we had reduced that average to 1.5 attacks per day.
He also discussed ongoing civil projects and his partnership with the Iraqi security forces.
I've seen substantial improvement in the performance of the Iraqi security forces. They are well equipped, well led, and very aggressive. They performed exceptionally well during offensive operations against the militias. The fact is, the Iraqi security forces are increasingly carrying the load in southern Baghdad.
Colonel Martin closed the press brief with a question and answer session. He answered questions about the origin of the weapons used by Rashid's criminals, the effectiveness of the newer up-armored vehicles, and about what's next for the Rashid District. The 1st Brigade Combat Team is currently serving a 15-month tour of duty in southern Baghdad. Reporting for 1st Brigade Public Affairs, 4th Infantry Division, I'm Army Staff Sergeant Vince Stevens, Multinational Division Baghdad, Iraq.
So thank you very much, and God bless you all.
Now Specialist Michael Cox takes us inside the Ottomia Sports Club, where Iraqi children are learning the art of boxing and wrestling.
Boxing and wrestling are two sports Iraqi youth like to participate in. The Ottomia Sports Club is where the youth in the district of Ottomia go to practice.
What we have here is the Ottomia Sports Complex, and it's our goal through Civil Affairs is to help support them and create a more cohesive and dynamic sporting program to help the kids on the streets.
The Ottomia Sports Club is up and running due to the efforts of the District Advisory Council of Ottomia, the Embedded Provincial Reconstruction Team, and Multinational Division Baghdad soldiers. The sports club, as well as the District of Ottomia, have come a long way from what the area was like a year ago.
The place was really run down. It wasn't high on the priority list, and now that things have calmed down and there's a lot less violence in Ottomia, now we can focus on things like this that directly affect the people.
The young athletes are trained by some of Iraqi's champion boxers and wrestlers. Farouk Chan Chun, a former Iraqi national boxing champion, says he's proud to coach the up-and-coming fighters.
I'm a professional coach, so that I'm proud to having my guys to train them and practice and prepare them for the next Olympic, next games.
The sports complex is about 30% complete. Future plans for the club include a sports museum and a basketball court. Specialist Michael Cox, 3rd Brigade Combat Team, 4th Infantry Division Public Affairs Office, Baghdad, Iraq.
And now for this week's Moment of Valor.
On April 29, 2008, 3rd Platoon Attack Company, 1st Combined Arms Battalion, 68th Armor Regiment, conducted an anti-IED overwatch and route clearance operation. Dismounted elements as well as 3 Bradley fighting vehicles moved into their positions. Moments later, an RPG hit between 2 of the Bradleys. The concussion from the blast caused some damage to the turret and engine pressure of Staff Sergeant Joseph Brocka's vehicle. Instead of backing away from the fight, Staff Sergeant Brocka pushed forward into the fight. He had been scanning the surrounding area vigilantly with his night vision when he noticed another RPG team preparing to fire another rocket at the Bradleys. Staff Sergeant Brocka moved his vehicle in between the other Bradley and the RPG to screen them from the impending shot while engaging the RPG team with 25mm high-explosive rounds. Just as the one RPG team was destroyed, a 3rd team fired from the top of a nearby building. The RPG landed between the 2 Bradleys once again. All 3 vehicles then engaged the 3rd team with high-explosive rounds until one of the Bradley's weapons malfunctioned. Staff Sergeant Brocka responded and quickly maneuvered his Bradley to screen the damaged vehicle until they could get the turret operational. His courage and dedication enabled his platoon to eliminate 3 RPG teams with no friendly killed or seriously wounded. For his actions, He was awarded the Bronze Star with fee device for valor.
Well, that's going to wrap up this week's episode of the Ironhorse Report. Of course, you can always watch this episode or any other episode by logging on to www.hood.army.mil/4ID. Thanks for watching. I'm Specialist Daniel Turner.